program, The Alternate Hour Smiles, starring your old softie, Bert Healy. A moment of tears.
Thank you, Bert Healy.
But still, remember, folks.
Smile, darn yes, smile.
Right, Wacky, smile, darn ya, smile. Say, Wacky, who's then just walked into our WEAF studio?
Why, it's another look at the wealthy industrialist and Wall Street tycoon.
Now, Mr. Woolworths, I understand that you're supposed to tell the folks at home about the wonderful little Annie here.
Yes, good evening, Bert Healy. Annie is an 11-year-old foundling who was left by her parents on the steps of New York's Municipal Orphanage on the night of December 31st, 1922.
And aren't you now conducting a coast-to-coast nationwide search for Annie's parents?
Yes, Bert Healy, I'm now conducting a coast-to-coast nationwide search for Annie's parents.
Wow!
Drop page. Furthermore, I'm offering a certified check for $50,000 to any persons who can prove that they are Annie's parents.
Wow. So, Annie's parents, if you're listening in, write to Oliver Warwick's care of this station in WEAF, New York, or directly to him
At my home, Bert Healy. At my home, Bert Healy. 987 Fifth Avenue, New York, New York.
That's 987 Fifth Avenue, New York, New York. He moved his lips.
You want me to read this? And I also would like to take this opportunity to thank the makers of all new Oxidant toothpaste with Miracle L64 to fight bad breath for letting me appear here this evening. I just did a confounded commercial. I've never been so humiliated in my whole life. This is ridiculous.
Wonderful dollar waiting here for you. So get in touch right away if you.
Hey, Mr. New, isn't it time to make the lovely
It most certainly is, Wacky. Well, I see by the old clock on the wall that another of our Thursday night get-togethers has gone by faster than you can say Oxidant. The toothpaste of the stars.
To make your teeth Hollywood bright.
So for all of our Our Smiles family, Ronnie, Connie, Lonnie, Bonnie, and Donnie, the lovely Boiler sisters, Fred McCracken,
And Jimmy Johnson, the radio's only masked announcer.
this is Bert Healy saying, ah, hey, oh, and hey, Dapper Dan, you both got your style, brother, you're never fully dressed without a smile. Thank you. Your clothes make me go rummily, they stand out a mile, brother, you're fully dressed without a smile. Who cares what they're wearing on Main Street or Savile Row? It's what you wear from ear to ear and not from head to toe that matters.
So,
Janitor, so janitor, so long for a while. Remember, you're never fully dressed without a smile.
ready or not, here he goes. Listen to Bert tap his smiling toes.
All the lovely Boiler sisters.
Your clothes are evil, rummily. They stand out a mile, but brother, you're never
almost forgot. Good night.
Excuse me, ma'am. We knocked upstairs, but nobody answered. Are you the lady that runs this here orphanage?
Yeah.
Oh, Ralph, I'm scared something could have happened to her. Oh.
Hush, Cheryl. It's gonna be here, Cheryl. She gonna be ours. She gonna be here. Ma'am?
What do you want?
Well, we had terrible troubles back then. Had to head north to Canada. Had to leave our baby here on the front stoop.
Our little girl, our Annie.
It's okay, Cheryl.
Annie? Your
We come from a little farm up in Canada,
Manitoba.
where they got lots of chickens
Little chicken.
and ducks
Ducks.
and geese
Oh, you should see all the geese.
and roosters. Gotcha, sis.
Rooster! I would have never known it was you in 100 years.
Would you, Aggie? And we're gonna fool Warbucks too.
Gonna get ourselves 50,000 big ones.
This is gonna be the best bunko job ever, Aggie. I know a guy at a jail who can doctor up a faith birth certificate. Any other papers we want. But we need your help, sis. For details about Annie that'll help us pull this thing off.
Yeah, I could help you. A lot. But what's in it for me?
3-way split, Aggie.
Half.
Half! Straight down the middle. 25 grand each. But we gotta act fast, Aggie. Give him some of the rooster razzle dazzle. In and out. 2-3 minutes at the most. Get the money, get the kid, and get out of town.
The kid, that's the problem. What are we gonna do with Annie afterwards?
Aggie, that's no problem.
When the rooster wants something to disappear, it disappears.
For good. Now, come on, Aggie. We get the 50 grand, we blow this crummy town, and then Lil Me'll meet ya.
Where? Oh.
Easy Street, Easy Street. Annie is the key. Yes, sorry, yes, sorry, yes, sorry. Easy Street, Easy Street. That's where we're
And President Roosevelt has so far lived up to none of his lofty campaign promises. All we have had from Franklin Delano Roosevelt and his so-called brain trust
Brain trust.
is a great deal of high-flown talk and virtually no action. In a nation racked by poverty, misery, and unemployment, it is deeds we want from the White House, not words. In short, Mr.
Turn
President...
it off, I tell you, turn it off.
Criticism. Nothing but criticism.
I know. This is awful.
Did anyone else read the Washington Post this morning?
My friends, I say it again. The only thing we have to fear is spirit self.
Franklin, you have already been elected.
Every cloud has a silver lining. You're never fully dressed without a smile.
Oliver Warbucks and French, Franklin.
Thank you, Louis. Show them in. Oliver? Ah, Oliver, good of you to have come.
Good morning, Mr. President.
Well, who is this we have here?
Mr. President, this is my good friend Annie.
Annie?
She so wanted to meet you, I couldn't resist bringing her along, just to say hello.
Of course, the little girl who sang so beautifully on the radio last night.
Annie, this is President Roosevelt.
How do you do, President Roosevelt?
How do you do, Annie? You're as lovely as you sounded on the radio.
Thank you, President Roosevelt.
Well, shall we begin?
Now, Annie, if you'll just wait outside.
Oh, no, Oliver. Let Annie stay. Having a child on hand will keep us on our best behavior.
Thank you, Mr. President. Annie?
Harold, I don't want to hear so much as a gosh out of you.
Franklin, a child.
Now, Oliver, since you speak for those happy few Americans who have any money left, I'd like to begin with your views on the matter.
Thank you, Mr. President. In the words of Calvin Coolidge, the business of this country is business. Yes, and for the good of you, the country, Wall Street, and me. We've got to get my factories open and the workers back to work.
According to my latest figures, there are now 15 million Americans out of work and nearly 50 million with no visible means of support.
Mr. President, if I may say so, unemployment is not our worst problem. The dispatches from Germany are becoming more and more disturbing each day. There could be war.
Germany? Germany? People are starving in this country.
Harold, I know that. But in the long run...
Cordell, for people who are starving, there is no long run.
The trouble is it's all happening at once. The stock market took another nosedive.
Sit-down strikes, riots.
Floods, death storms.
And the FBI still hasn't caught Al Capone? Well, at least we're all settled on one thing. The situation is hopeless and getting worse.
Henry, may I look at those figures?
Yes, thank you.
The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow they'll be shut.
Quiet, little girl.
Harold! What did you say, Annie? Go ahead, my dear. We still live in a free country.
Just thinking about tomorrow clears away the cobwebs and the sorrow. Till there's none when I'm stuck with a day that's gray and lonely. I just pick up my chin and grin and say, oh, the sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may, tomorrow, I love you tomorrow. You're always a day away.
Harold Ickes, stand up.
What?
You heard me. Stand up. Up, up, up. Now, Harold, sing.
Sing?
Yes, sing. Like Annie did. I have determined that if my administration is going to be anything, it's going to be optimistic about the future of this country. Now sing.
But really, Franklin, you know that I'm...
Sing.
The sun will come out tomorrow.
Louder, Harold.
Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun.
Perkins.
Just thinking about tomorrow. Clears away the cobwebs and the sorrow. Till there's
Philip the
none.
President. Some of the day that's gray and lonely, I just stick on my chin and grin and say, everyone, Republicans to all of us sing.
The sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may, tomorrow, I love ya tomorrow. You're always a day away. Tomorrow, I love ya tomorrow. You're always a day
Mr. President, a telegram.
Ah, yes, excuse me, everyone. Oh, this isn't for me, Oliver. This is for you, from your secretary in New York. Hundreds of couples jamming street outside house, all claiming to be Annie's parents. Have begun to screen them. Suggest you return to New York at once. Signed, Grace Sparrow.
Well, Annie, it looks as though the Hour of Smiles has more listeners than we thought.
Gee, hundreds of couples. One of them is bound to be my mother and father.
Oliver, I suspect you want to get back to New York immediately.
If you don't mind. Thank you, Mr. President. Annie.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Annie.
Thank you, Mr. President.
No, thank you, Annie. You're the kind of person a president should always have around him.
Mr. President, what if we set up 1,000 federal projects?
Highways.
Yes. Yes.
New post offices.
Yes, and put the unemployed to work building them.
We could create 5 million jobs within 6 months.
And weekly paychecks will get all of those millions off relief and back to paying taxes.
We'll build a country so strong, nobody, including Chancellor Hitler, could ever defeat us in a war.
Mr. President, what we need to give this country is nothing less than a new outlook.
A new vision.
A new approach.
A new spirit.
A new dedication.
A new horizon.
A new concept.
A new attitude.
A new deal. Perkins, gentlemen, I was right the first time. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Tomorrow, I love ya. Tomorrow, you're only a day away. Harmony.
Tomorrow, I love ya. Tomorrow, you're only a day.
Miss Farrell, I'm afraid there's still no sign of Mr. Warbucks and Miss Annie.
Drake, look at all these questionnaires. Do you realize that I've talked to 617 women who've claimed to be Annie's mother and 619 men who've said that they were her father? That makes...
1,236.
All liars. Drake, I never realized that there were so many dishonest people on the island of Manhattan.
Some of them were from the Bronx, miss.
Ace, we're back.
Where are they, Miss Farrell? Where are the people?
They're gone, dear. Come and gone. I'm sorry, Annie, but they were all liars and fakes after nothing but the $50,000.
Are you certain?
Yes, sir. None of them knew about the locket. I'm so sorry.
Gee, I thought somebody was going to be my mother and father.
Mr. Warbucks, this has just come by special messenger from the FBI.
Oh, finally. Elliot Ness has located the manufacturer of Annie's locket in Utica, New York.
Oh, boy!
That sort of locket was manufactured between 1918 and 1924.
Sort of locket?
Yes. Over 90,000 were made and sold.
90,000?
Annie, I'm afraid the gist of it is that Ness doesn't think there's a chance in a million of tracing your parents through the locket. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I mean, gee, you did the best you could. If you can't find them, then nobody can. Anyways, a kid could get along without folks. Besides, you didn't turn out so bad. You got everything. All them Duesenbergs hanging on the wall and everything.
Excuse us, sir. We'll go check on the dinner menu.
Annie, a Duesenberg is a car. And Babe Ruth, he's the right fielder for the New York Yankees. And there's something else you should know. I've made me a fortune, that fortune made 10, been headlined in profiles again and again, but something was missing, I never quite knew. That something was someone, but who? My speeches are greeted with thunderous acclaim at 2 universities bearing my name. But something was missing each time I got through. That something was someone, but who could that someone be? How could she make it known? Who would need me for me, need me for me alone? The world was my oyster, but where was the pearl? Who dreamed I would find it in one little girl? Yes, something was missing, but dreams can come true. That something is no one but you. Need me for me alone. The world was my oyster, but where was the pearl? Who dreamed I would find it in one little girl? Yes, something was missing, but dreams do come true. That something is no one but you. Grace, do you have those legal papers I gave you the other day?
I'll get them right away.
Annie, I want to adopt you.
Adopt me?
Yes or no?
If I can't have my real mother and father, there's no one in the world I'd rather have for a father than you, Mr. Warbucks.
Drake? Yes, sir. Call Judge Brandeis and tell him to come over to sign those adoption papers. Yes, sir. Ha ha! And Grace, tell Mrs. Q that we're going to have a house full of guests. We'll need flowers.
Flowers.
Caviar.
Caviar.
And champagne.
Champagne. I'm fine.
Annie, this isn't just going to be an adoption. It's going to be a celebration. And you can have anyone in the world you want to come to it. Who would you like?
Well, I guess I'd like Miss Farrell, and Mr. Drake, Cecile, Mrs. Peel, Annette, and Mrs. Greer. Well, I guess I'd like everybody here.
Of course, that's who I'd like too. Drake? Yes, sir. Tell the staff to get spiffed up. They're going to be Annie's guests at her adoption party. Yes, sir.
Oh, and the kids too.
Oh, well, it'll be way past their bedtime. But I'll tell you what. Tomorrow we'll have everyone from the orphanage come and we'll have a big Christmas party.
Miss Hannigan too?
Miss Hannigan too. Why not?
Excuse me, sir. Everyone is getting, and these are your words, sir, spiffed up for the party.
All good. Grace?
Sir?
What shall we do?
Gussy her up. Gussy her up.
Gussy her up. Gussy her up. everything's humming now.
Hum, 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 hum. Good times are humming now since you came our way. It's Christmas, Christmas every day. Free Christmas, sad times. Now they're all yesterday's news. Since Annie kicked out the blues. Annie, look what you've done for us. Annie's the daddy. Annie, turned all the fun for us. Goodness, yes, me. Annie's the things by far. Let's go dance and tell us how happy we are.
Judge Brandeis has arrived.
Annie, I'm the luckiest man in the world.
And I'm the luckiest kid. Together at last, together forever. We're tied and not, they never can sever.
Don't need sunshine now to turn my skies to blue.
I don't need anything but you.
You wrap me around that cute little finger. You made life a song. You made me the singer.
And what's that birthday feeling always bubble?
Bub, anything you.
Yesterday was plain awful.
You can say that again.
Yesterday was plain awful.
But that's
Not now.
that's then.
Poor was that mouse.
I'm richer than Midas.
But nothing on earth could ever divide us. And if
Tomorrow I'm an apple seller too.
I don't need anything but you.
Hamlet needed his mother.
Wolver needed his shop.
Orville needed his brother.
Or else.
Pico, Kerpop, they knew the time. The happiest Santa. And I'm not there. They're blowing on air now. And what's so terrible, they let us be true. I don't need anything.
Anything, anything.
I don't need anything but you.
Ready to begin. Now you see the induction process is very
Sir. What? Sir.
Folks, we don't mean to interrupt. Sure, look, there's our Annie.
Who are you?
Honey, we're your mom and dad.
Mudge is the name, Ralph Mudge, and this here's my wife Shirley.
You never knew it, dear, but you're Annie Mudge.
Annie Mudge.
We was sick and we was broke, honey, and we didn't know which way to turn. And a man gave us a chance to work up on his farm in Canada.
But we couldn't bring along no baby.
We loved you, Annie, but we had to leave you behind.
Mr. Mudge, is it? We've seen a great number of people who've claimed to be
Proof.
Annie's mother.
I'd expect you to be one proof. Here's our driver's license, and here's Annie's birth certificate.
Baby girl named Anne Elizabeth Mudge, born to Ralph and Shirley Mudge, October 28th, 1922, New York, New York.
October 28th. That's my birthday.
It wasn't her note, sir.
Yes, I know, but I still don't
Mister,
understand.
please, you gotta believe us. We got in the Greyhound this very afternoon and went straight to the orphanage. And the lady there said our baby was up here.
Oh, Annie, all the years I've dreamed of holding you in my arms again.
Mr. Mudge, on the night that Annie was left at
And
the
here's
orphanage...
something you won't know about. But when we left you at the orphanage, we gave her half a silver locket and kept the other half. So one day...
Ralph, look, she's wearing it.
And the other half. It fits perfectly.
Oh,
She is.
She sure seems to be.
Well, if you don't mind, we'll be taking Annie right along.
Take her?
No.
Just a moment, Mr. Mudge. What about the money?
Money? Well, we don't got much money, but we'd be glad to
No,
give
you don't know that I've offered a certified check for $50,000 to anyone who can prove that they are Annie's parents?
Well, no, we don't know nothing about no check, but we don't want no money.
Right. We don't want no money for Annie.
On the other hand, Cheryl, remember that little pig farm up in New Jersey? With $50,000, we could afford to raise Annie up right in the country with fresh air, fresh eggs.
Fresh ham.
Fresh ham. Certified, huh? All I gotta do is make it out to myself.
Yes, that's correct. Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning.
Yes, you don't mind if we keep Annie here till tomorrow morning, Christmas, and then you can come and pick Annie up and the check.
Oh.
Problem?
Well, no, whatever you prefer, sir. So I think we should be getting back to our hotel tonight. Bye, Annie, until tomorrow morning, honey, and then you'll be spending the rest of your life with us.
Goodbye, Annie love.
Goodbye, all. Oops, pardon me, Red. Merry Christmas!
All season's greetings, one and all!
Well, this is wonderful news, Annie. Annie has found her parents, and they seem to be a very nice couple.
You're lucky, Annie.
Right. Just think. A pig farm.
We must celebrate. This is Christmas Eve, and we just had the most wonderful news in the world. Annie has found her mother and father. Everyone, 3 cheers for Annie.
Hip, hip.
Hooray!
Hip, hip.
Hooray!
Hip, hip.
Hooray!
Annie! Annie!
Merry Christmas!
I seem to have the same effect on everyone.
I've lost her. I've lost Annie.
Sir, that Mr. Mudge. I think I've seen him someplace before. I just don't remember where or when. I have the strangest feeling that he's not who he says he is.
Mr. President, I need your help.
Of course, Oliver. Whatever I can do for you.
Thank you, Grace. I never could have done this without you. Merry Christmas, Annie.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Warbucks.
Merry Christmas, Annie.
Merry Christmas, Grace Sparrow.
You're up early.
Yes, well, my folks are coming for me, of course. So I thought I'd just wait for them here. I guess they'll be taking me out to the country. Will you come and see me sometimes?
Yes, Annie. I'll come see you.
You're up early, too.
Yes, dear. We've been up all night. FBI men coming and going, and... Annie, did you know that President Roosevelt is here?
Really?
I've got something very difficult to tell you, and the President's going to help me.
Merry Christmas, Annie. It's good to see you again.
Merry Christmas, Mr. President.
Franklin?
Annie, early this morning, FBI Director Hoover telephoned me with some very sad news. Through the paper and the handwriting on the note, he succeeded in tracing the identity of your parents.
Yes, we already know that. Ralph and Shirley Mudge.
No, Annie, they aren't your parents. Your parents were David and Margaret Bennett.
David and Margaret Bennett? Who are they?
Annie.
Annie, your father and mother passed away a long time ago.
You mean they're dead?
Yes, dear.
So I'm an orphan after all, like all the other kids.
Are you all right, Annie?
Yes, because I guess I always knew that my parents were dead, because they loved me, and they would have come back for me if they weren't.
I love you, Annie Bennett.
I love you too, Mr. Warbucks. Now, who the heck are Ralph and Shirley Mudge?
Atta girl. Who the heck are Ralph and Shirley Mudge?
The birth certificate could have easily been forged, but the thing is, they knew about the locket.
The locket. That's her key.
But nobody knew about the locket except us and, well, the FBI, of course.
And Miss Hannigan.
And Miss Hannigan.
And Miss Hannigan.
Miss Hannigan, sir, and the children from the orphanage.
Miss Hannigan, so nice to meet you.
Oh, same here. I know you from anywhere. You're the Oliver Warbucks, right?
Yes, Miss Hannigan. Let me introduce you to everyone. Of course, you know my secretary, Grace Farrell.
Yeah.
And this is the President of the United States.
Yeah, sure.
And this is my butler, Drake.
Hi, kids! Kids, there are Christmas presents here for all of us!
Sir, this has just come from the FBI.
Ah, good. Comes the dawn. Now it all fits together.
Annie, come look at this.
Leaping lizards! Who would have guessed?
Show it to the President.
Sir, Mr. and Mrs. Mudge.
Show them in, Drake.
With pleasure, sir.
Franklin, shall I have them call for your car?
Oh, no. Eleanor can wait.
Won't you please come in, Mr. and Mrs. Mudge?
Good morning.
Good morning.
And Merry Christmas, one and all.
Merry Christmas.
Merry, 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 merry.
Thank you, Drake.
Christmas.
This you sure? A girl.
Your little girl.
Hi, Mom! Hi, Dad!
Hello, dear.
Well, if you don't mind, we'll be taking Annie right along. Her suitcase.
Allow me.
Oh, and the check.
Oh, yes, of course. I almost forgot. The check. Here it is, Mr. Mudge. Certified. $50,000. Certified.
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 Paid to the order of Ralph Mudge.
Read it again.
Paid to the order of The jig is up.
Yes, the jig is up, Daniel Francis Hannigan, also known as...
Rooster Hannigan, also known as Ralph Mudge, also known as
Danny
Danny
the
Dick.
Bye, Mom. Bye, Dad.
Solar for Warbucks, and I know this woman's their accomplice. Fa la 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 la. Arrest her too, please.
Me? I haven't seen these people till yesterday.
The jig is up.
Annie, tell them how good I was to you.
I'm sorry, Miss Hannigan, but remember the one thing you always taught me. Never tell a lie.
Brats! All of you! I'll let you in on a little secret. I never liked you, you little gold digger. I never liked any of you.
Your days are numbered.
Let me at her! Let me at her!
Annie would like to meet your friends.
Okay, well, this is Miss Grace Farrell. Hello. Hi, kids. And this is Mr. Daddy Warbucks. Hello.
Hi, kids.
And this is the President of the United States. Hello.
Hi, kids.
Children, Miss Hannigan is gone for good.
Yay!
And you won't have to work anymore.
Yay!
Instead, you'll have classrooms and teachers.
But listen, kids, no more months. No more months. No more months.
Yes,
no
girl.
more months.
For you and perhaps for all of us, this Christmas is going to be the beginning of a wonderful new life. I know the depression's depressing,
The carols are still, the stars are filled.
and windows are minus their dressing.
The children don't grin, the Santas are thin.
But I've heard a terrible rumor, no goodwill, no cheer there. We'll get a new deal for Christmas this year.
The snowflakes are frosting and falling, and no will sticks, no pepper and sticks.
And all through the land, folks are bawling.
And children despair, 'cause coppers are bare.
Santa's got brand new assistants. There's nothing to fear. They're bringing a new deal for Christmas this year.
On Bonnie and Perkins, on Ickes and Wallace, on Morgantown and Cummings,
Little Hawkins with the horn.
on Roper and Swanson,